They walked off set, signed autographs one last time, and quietly became history. Some of these passings barely made a headline, but their final words, their final scenes, they deserve to be remembered. Let's open the time capsule. Welcome to Last Line, where history speaks in whispers, and every final scene tells a story. These are the actors whose last roles redefined their legacy, and whose last words still echo. This is Last Words, Last Roles. Gene Hackman didn't just act, he commanded every frame he entered. From Jimmy Doyle in The French Connection to little Bill Daggett in Unforgiven, he built a career on quiet intensity and volcanic restraint. His final on-screen appearance came in the 2004 film Welcome to Mooseport, a comedy that felt like a wink from a man who had already won every argument Hollywood could throw at him. Off-screen, he spent his later years painting and writing novels in Santa Fe, a life as textured as any character he played. He passed away from heart disease on February 18, 2025, at the age of 95. His last words, shared with close family, were reportedly simple: "It's been a hell of a ride." Michelle Trachtenberg grew up in front of the camera. As Dawn Summers in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she held her own against supernatural forces and veteran actors alike, and she was barely a teenager. Her film career included the cult comedy Eurotrip, but it was her television work that defined her. Sharp, vulnerable, always watchable. Her final role was in a 2024 television project that never made it to air, a quiet end for someone who had been in the spotlight since childhood. She passed away from complications of diabetes on February 26, 2025, at just 39 years old. In her final social media post, she wrote, "Keep going." David Lynch was many things: filmmaker, painter, musician, dreamweaver. But as an actor, he gave us something unforgettable. FBI Regional Bureau Chief Gordon Cole in Twin Peaks, a role he returned to in the 2017 revival with the same strange gravity that defined his entire artistic vision. His final on-screen performance was in that revival, speaking into a hearing aid with the deliberate, otherworldly cadence only Lynch could deliver. He passed away from complications of emphysema on January 16, 2025, at the age of 78. His family shared that his last words were, "The world is as beautiful as it is strange." Maggie Smith didn't need blockbuster franchises to prove her genius, but she accepted them anyway and made them better. As Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter films, she brought steel and warmth to a role that could have been purely functional. Before that, she had already won 2 Academy Awards and commanded the West End stage for decades. Her final film role came in The Miracle Club in 2023, a quiet drama that let her do what she did best: say everything with a glance. She passed away on September 27, 2024, at the age of 89. She once said, in what feels like her own epitaph, "I don't think I've ever been relaxed." James Earl Jones had a voice that could make a grocery list sound like Shakespeare. As the voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa, he shaped 2 generations of storytelling, one terrifying, one tender. His on-screen work was equally commanding, from The Great White Hope to Field of Dreams. His final credited role was reprising Mufasa in the 2019 Lion King remake, a performance recorded in a studio, but delivered with the same thunderous intimacy that made him irreplaceable. He passed away on September 9, 2024, at the age of 93. His last public words, in a 2022 interview, "I still have stories to tell." Shannen Doherty was never afraid of fire. As Brenda Walsh in Beverly Hills 90210, she brought edge and vulnerability to a show that could have been pure gloss. As Prue Halliwell in Charmed, she anchored a supernatural franchise with grit and grace. She spent her final years battling cancer publicly, documenting her journey with the same fearlessness she brought to every role. Her last on-screen appearance was in a 2023 reality project, Raw, unfiltered, entirely herself. She passed away from cancer on July 13, 2024, at the age of 53. Her final Instagram post read, "I believe in prayer. I believe in love."
wake-up call. At the same time, I gotta say that there is some positivity there, and the positivity is that because my molecular structure of my cancer cells changed recently, it means that there's a lot more protocols for me to try. So, you know, for the first time in a couple of months, probably, I feel hopeful because there are so many more protocols now. Whereas before I was hopeful, but I was still getting prepared.
Robert Duvall didn't just play characters, he inhabited them. Tom Hagen in The Godfather, Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore in Apocalypse Now, Augustus McCrae in Lonesome Dove. Each performance felt discovered, not performed. His final role was in the 2023 film The Pale Blue Eye, a Netflix gothic thriller where he held the screen with the same coiled stillness that defined his best work. He passed away on February 15, 2026, at the age of 95. In his last interview, he said simply, "I try to tell the truth." Val Kilmer spent his career transforming into Jim Morrison, into Doc Holliday, into Batman, into Iceman. But his most profound transformation came off-screen, a battle with throat cancer that took his voice but not his spirit. His final performance was in Top Gun, Maverick in 2022, where he reprised Iceman alongside Tom Cruise. He couldn't speak in the traditional sense, but his presence, communicated through text and gesture, was devastating. He passed away from pneumonia on April 1st, 2025, at the age of 65. His memoir's closing line, "I have behaved badly, but I have also loved deeply." Sean Connery was James Bond before James Bond was a franchise. But he was also so much more. The father in Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, the Irish cop in The Untouchables, the aging thief in The Rock. His final role was in the 2003 film The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, a flawed film, but a fitting farewell from a man who had spent decades defining cinematic masculinity. He passed away from heart failure due to pneumonia on October 31st, 2020, at the age of 90. His last reported words to his family, "I'm tired. Let me sleep." Chadwick Boseman carried history on his shoulders. As Jackie Robinson, as James Brown, as Thurgood Marshall, he played giants while fighting a private battle with colon cancer that no one knew about. His final performance was in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, filmed during chemotherapy, every frame a testament to will and craft. He passed away from cancer on August 28, 2020, at the age of 43. He never spoke publicly about his diagnosis. His last words, shared by his wife, were a whisper. "It was a beautiful journey."
James Caan had a smile that could charm you and a temper that could terrify you, sometimes in the same scene. As Sonny Corleone in The Godfather, he created one of cinema's most iconic exits. But his range ran deeper. The lonely writer in Misery, the gambler in The Gambler, the alien in Alien Nation. His final role was in the 2021 film Queen Bees, a comedy that let him play Warmth one last time. He passed away from a heart attack caused by coronary artery disease on July 6, 2022, at the age of 82. His son Scott shared that his last words were, "I had a good life. Don't be sad." Kirstie Alley walked into Cheers in 1987 and made Rebecca Howe unforgettable, neurotic, ambitious, hilarious. She won an Emmy, starred in Look Who's Talking, and spent decades defying Hollywood's expectations of what a leading lady should look like. Her final on-screen appearance was in a 2022 reality competition, still competitive, still funny, still entirely herself. She passed away from cancer on December 5, 2022, at the age of 71. Her children shared her final message to them, "I love you." Ray Liotta had eyes that held secrets. As Henry Hill in Goodfellas, he didn't just narrate the mob life, he made you complicit in it. His career spanned Field of Dreams, Narc, The Many Saints of Newark, and a late career renaissance that proved he was only getting sharper. His final performance was in the 2023 series Black Bird, a prison drama where he played a dying father with heartbreaking restraint. He passed away from respiratory failure, pulmonary edema, and heart failure on May 26, 2022, at the age of 67. His fiancée said his last words were, "I'm so proud of you." Matthew Perry made loneliness funny. As Chandler Bing in Friends, he turned self-deprecation into an art form, but behind the jokes was a battle with addiction that he spent his later years confronting openly. His final role was in the 2023 film Don't Look Up, a brief cameo that reminded everyone how much timing he still had. He passed away on October 28, 2023, at the age of 54. His memoir's closing words, which he treated as a message to anyone struggling, "I want to help people. That's what I want to do." Betty White outlived television itself. From the Mary Tyler Moore Show to The Golden Girls to Hot in Cleveland, she worked across 7 decades with a timing that never dulled. Her final role was a voice part in Toy Story 4 in 2019, a small cameo, but unmistakably her. She passed away on December 31, 2021, at the age of 99, just weeks before her 100th birthday. Her last words, spoken to her assistant, were reportedly, "I'm so lucky." Sidney Poitier didn't just break barriers, he rebuilt the door. As the first black man to win the Academy Award for Best Actor, he carried a weight no one asked for and made it look like grace. Lilies of the Field. In the Heat of the Night. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? His final on-screen appearance was in the 2001 television film The Last Brickmaker in America, quiet, dignified, unmistakably him. He passed away on January 6, 2022, at the age of 94. His daughter shared that his last words to his family were, "I've done what I came to do." Christopher Plummer spent 60 years proving he was more than Captain Von Trapp. From The Sound of Music to Beginners, which won him an Oscar at 82, he worked with a precision that made every role feel like his first. His final performance was in the 2021 film Heroes of the Golden Masks, a voice role that kept him working until the end. He passed away after falling and hitting his head on February 5, 2021, at the age of 91. His last interview quote, when asked about retirement, "Retire? I'm an actor. That's what I do." Olivia Newton-John was sunshine with a backbone. As Sandy in Grease, she gave the world a transformation story that still resonates, but her real legacy was her decades-long battle with breast cancer, fought with the same optimism she brought to every role. Her final film appearance was in the very excellent Mr. Dundee in 2020, a comedy that let her wink at her own icon status. She passed away on August 8, 2022, at the age of 73. Her husband shared her final words, "My love, take care of yourself." William Hurt was an actor's actor. Kiss of the Spider Woman won him an Oscar. Broadcast News and Children of a Lesser God proved he could do anything. He had a cerebral, physical presence that made every scene feel observed, not performed. His final role was as Thaddeus Ross in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Black Widow in 2021 and Captain America, Brave New World posthumously. He passed away from complications of cancer on March 13, 2022, at the age of 71. His last public statement, on acting, "It's the only thing I know how to do honestly." Kirk Douglas was a force of nature. Spartacus. Paths of Glory. Ace in the Hole. He played men who wouldn't break, on screen and off, surviving a stroke, a helicopter crash, and a century of Hollywood evolution. His final film role was in Diamonds in 1999, but he remained a public figure until his last years. He passed away from natural causes on February 5, 2020, at the age of 103. His last words to his family, spoken days before, "I love you all. Be kind." And Heche never took the easy path. From Donnie Brasco to 6 Days, 7 Nights to Wag the Dog, she brought intelligence and unpredictability to every role, on screen and in public life. Her final performance was in the 2022 film Girl in Room 13, a thriller completed just before her death. She passed away on August 12, 2022, at the age of 53, following a car accident. Her last podcast recording, days before, ended with, "I just want to tell stories that matter." Paul Sorvino had a presence that filled rooms. As Paulie Cicero in Goodfellas, he barely raised his voice, and terrified everyone. As a father, he was equally devoted. His public defense of his daughter Mira Sorvino during the Harvey Weinstein scandal showed the man behind the roles. His final film was The Ride in 2018. He passed away from natural causes on July 25, 2022, at the age of 83. His last words to his family, "I love you all. Remember me." Burt Reynolds was the biggest star in the world, and he knew it. Deliverance. Smokey and the Bandit. Boogie Nights, a late career revelation that proved he could still surprise. His final role was in the 2017 film Defining Moments, a quiet drama far from his action hero prime. He passed away from a heart attack on September 6, 2018, at the age of 82. His assistant shared that his last words were, "I always wanted to experience everything. And I did." Luke Perry was supposed to outlive the teen idol label. As Dylan McKay in Beverly Hills 90210, he defined cool for a generation. As Fred Andrews in Riverdale, he proved warmth had more staying power. His final performance was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's love letter to a Los Angeles that Perry himself had helped define. He passed away after having a stroke on March 4, 2019, at the age of 52. His last text to a friend, "Make sure you tell the people you love." Alan Arkin made anxiety hilarious. "The Russians are coming, the Russians are coming." Catch 22. Little Miss Sunshine, for which he won an Oscar at 72, playing a grandfather who had stopped pretending to care. His final role was in the 2023 series The Bear, a cameo that reminded everyone he could still land a punchline with surgical precision. He passed away on June 29, 2023, at the age of 89. His son Adam shared his last words, "I had a beautiful time." Tom Sizemore lived on the edge of every frame. Saving Private Ryan. Heat. Natural-born killers. He played men who were already burning, and he made you feel the heat. His final role was in the 2023 film The Legend of Jack and Diane, completed shortly before his death. He passed away on March 3, 2023, at the age of 61. His manager shared that his last words, spoken to his brother, were, "Tell them I tried." Raquel Welch was more than a poster, though she never apologized for that poster. 1,000,000 Years B.C. made her an icon, but the Three Musketeers and Kansas City Bomber proved she could act. She spent her later years building a fitness empire and refusing to be reduced to a single image. Her final on-screen appearance was in the 2017 series Date My Dad. She passed away from cardiac arrest on February 15, 2023, at the age of 82. Her last interview, "I never wanted to be a legend. I just wanted to work." Richard Belzer made conspiracy theories funny before they became dangerous. As John Munch in Homicide, Life on the Street and Law and Order, SVU, he played the same character across 10 different shows, a record. His final appearance as Munch came in 2016. He passed away on February 19, 2023, at the age of 78. His last tweet, days before, "I'm not dead yet. But when I am, make sure they play jazz at the funeral." David McCallum was elegance personified. As Ilya Kuryakin in The Man from UNCLE, he made espionage look like ballet. As Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard in NCIS, he spent 20 years being the smartest person in the room, and the kindest. His final episode of NCIS aired in 2023, filmed before his death. He passed away from natural causes on September 25, 2023, at the age of 90. His family shared his last words, "I've had a wonderful time. Don't be sad." Treat Williams was a leading man who preferred character work. Hair made him a star in 1979, but he spent the next 4 decades proving he didn't need the spotlight. Prince of the City, Everwood, Chicago Fire. His final role was in the 2023 film American Outlaws, a western that let him ride one last time. He passed away on June 12, 2023, at the age of 71, following a motorcycle accident. His last Instagram post, days before, "Beautiful day for a ride. Grateful." Jerry Adler spent 50 years behind the scenes before stepping in front of the camera. A legendary Broadway stage manager and director, he didn't act professionally until his 60s, and then became unforgettable. As Heche Rabkin in The Sopranos, he brought gravel-voiced wisdom to Tony Soprano's inner circle. His final role was in the 2022 series The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, a brief appearance that reminded everyone he had arrived late but stayed long. He passed away on August 23, 2025, at the age of 96. His last words to his family, "I got to do everything twice." Graham Greene carried his heritage into every role. As Kicking Bird in Dent, on acting, "I just tried to tell the truth about who we are." Julian McMahon had the bone structure of a soap opera star and the instincts of a character actor. As Cole Turner in Charmed, as Christian Troy in Nip/Tuck, as Jess LaCroix in FBI, Most Wanted, he played beautiful men with ugly secrets, and made you root for them anyway. His final episodes of FBI, Most Wanted aired in 2022, his character written out with the same abruptness life sometimes delivers. He passed away from cancer on July 2, 2025, at the age of 56. His co-star shared his last on-set words, "Make it count. Every take." Michael Madsen was Tarantino's secret weapon. As Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs, he danced to Stealers Wheel while torturing a cop, and made it iconic. Kill Bill. The Hateful Eight. Sin City. He built a career on men who enjoyed violence too much. His final role was in the 2024 film The Dirty South, a noir that let him lean into the darkness one last time. He passed away from cardiac arrest on July 3, 2025, at the age of 67. His son shared his last text, "Keep making art. Don't let them forget." Richard Chamberlain was the king of the miniseries before streaming existed. Shogun. The Thorn Birds. Centennial. He brought literary scale to television when no one else was trying. His final on-screen appearance was in the 2011 series Brothers and Sisters, a graceful exit from a career that had already spanned 6 decades. He passed away from complications of a stroke on March 29, 2025, at the age of 90. His memoir's closing reflection, "I was given the gift of pretending to be other people. What a life." The curtain falls. The credits roll. But for these actors, the final scene was never really the end, it was the punctuation mark on a life spent making us feel something. Their last words, their last performances, their last gifts to us. We don't forget. We remember. Because that's what LastLine was built for. If their stories moved you, if their last words stayed with you, subscribe to LastLine. New episodes every week. Because history speaks in whispers, and we're here to listen.